Welcome. Godric here, your stock market mentor. Been gone for a bit. I'm back. Monday nights, stock market Mondays. Share the live, send me some likes. Monday night, June 10th, 2024. So today, NVDA split 10 for 1. So a $1,200 stock becomes $120. And it was up today 91 cents, which is good. 121.79 plus 91 cents. Volume 314 million. And volume is good because why? Why is volume good? Because heavy volume indicates a lot of investors and traders in the stock. And when that stock dips, all those investors and traders are going to swing into what? Buy it back at a discount. And that's going to boost your price. That's going to boost your stock back up. That's going to save your ass. So always go with volume. Don't mess with something with less than 2 million a day, minimum at least, I think. Too many times I find people get stuck in stocks that have, shitty volume, and that stock dips, and guess what? They're stuck in that stock for months sometimes. So don't get stuck in a stock with low volume. Volume is the king. Okay, so NVIDIA did split 10 for 1 today, and that's important because we're going to get a lot of action on this one. First thing I want to talk about is the share growth. Like, we know NVIDIA went from like 300 to 1,200, and then including the split, like 30 to 120, if you want to count post-split. So that's a good run, Let's say it went up 4 times in like 3 years. Matter of fact, let me pull it up in my chart here. NVIDIA Corporation provides graphics and compute and networking solutions in the United States, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, and internationally. Also, they have a big AI department, artificial intelligence, and that's why it's good also. They give it a rating of a C, and then percentile ranking 57. So this is kind of like, I want to say something. You'll see professionals get it wrong, okay? A lot of professionals will get this wrong. They'll try to rate stocks by like different criteria, earnings, book ratio, and they're comparing it to other stocks like Coca-Cola, and American Express. And NVIDIA is a beast on its own. It's an AI conglomerate. And they're hot. Like, they don't consider how much the stock is favored, They don't consider 300 million volume. I just talked about volume. So NVIDIA is one of my top 10 stocks right now. I'll share my top 10 stocks today if you want to write them down. Get your journals. Thank you guys. Welcome. Godric here, your stock market mentor. Welcome, Jermaine, Aya, Wasteland, Econ, welcome. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm going to talk about some stocks tonight. I'm not going to keep you too long, but I'm back for Stock Market Monday nights. Okay, so NVIDIA is good because it's going up in share growth. Probably going to hit 200. And this is another thing, probably NVIDIA will take over as the number 1 stock, the king of the block. It could oust Apple. It can oust Amazon. It can oust Google for the top spot as far as market cap. It's headed to do that anyways. So if that happens, we're talking about like NVIDIA 200, 250. Time will tell. Keep an eye on NVIDIA, NVDA. Okay, so let me cover the cover call, which is another great trade for NVIDIA. the best trade in the stock market is arguably a covered call trade. Why? Because covered calls, basically you own the shares and you rent your shares out. You rent your shares out to the public for income, for monthly income, for example. Most of you guys know that millionaires will borrow from their life insurance. So like you can get like a 100K policy or a million policy life insurance, and after so many payments, not right away, after so many payments, you can just start borrowing money from the life insurance tax-free, okay? You don't have to you don't have to pay it back right away, but you're borrowing from your policy. So in another way, we can borrow from our stocks, our shares. And to do that, thank you for the likes, appreciate you. Godric here, your stock market mentor. Monday nights, mentored on stocks. Share the live, give me some likes, get some people in here. Okay, so similarly to life insurance, we can own the shares, let's say 100 shares minimum, and we can write a cover call, and we can borrow money from our shares. You're borrowing from the future. You're borrowing from the future performance of the stock. Like, think about that. Like, if you own shares, 100 shares, 200 shares, 1,000 shares, that's your business now if you're doing cover calls, because now you're just getting income for writing these cover calls. And as that date comes around, so let's say monthly, you do it again. So you're getting income. So it's a way to borrow from your shares, and technically it's income, so you do have to pay taxes on it. But I don't want to talk about taxes. I want to talk about income and trading and cover calls. So I like to do the monthly cover call. In this case, it's June, so right, July. I always stay in the monthlies. Thank you, Keisha, for the follow. I'll follow you back. I stay in the monthlies, so like June, you write July. July, you write August. August, you write September. That means just stay away from the weeklies. Just do the monthly third Friday. Has the most volume, easy peasy. And you bring in income. And I wrote down, show you, the cover call for July for NVDA. I'll find it for you. It's like 4%. It's like 4.3%. So, pretty damn good. Here it is. So you put, oh, that's Starbucks, sorry. Here it is. So you pull up the option chain, and here, you look at the share price, 121.79. So you want to get share growth, right? So you don't want to write in the money option. You want to write out of the money so you can get some share growth on the NVIDIA shares, but also premium. So what I do is a sweet spot, which is to say that I allowed myself to get some share growth in the NVIDIA stock, plus I want to get the premium for the cover call. So I want the share growth and the premium to be around equal. So if you look here, share price 121.79. Let's say 122, close enough. And I wrote that I have the strike circled. You can see it. 127. 480. Okay, so that means that you're getting $4.80 per share for 1 month, actually 5 weeks, because it's gonna expire in July, third week of July. So let's do math, okay? 480, which is your premium. You're getting $4.80 or $480 per 100 shares. And then you divide that by the share price of 121.79. I did it here for you. I'm gonna watch you do it so you can do it on your own. Get the trusty calculator out. Here's the cover call for NVIDIA for July. 480, 4.80 divided by the share price of 121.79. And here's your return on investment. 3.94%. See the bottom there, 3.94. If you wrote the 26, you're going to get 520, and that's 4.26. But let's just get the 3.94%. Why is that important? Because if you can get 3.9% return a month, every 5 weeks or so, on your business, on your NVIDIA shares, then for 100K, you're getting 3.9K, almost $4,000. If you got 100K in NVIDIA. Get $1 million, now you're at 39,000, right? I like to do 10 cover calls a year. So whatever the cover call is on the monthly, I multiply by 10, okay? And don't do it by 12. I'm going to explain that later, but do it by 10. Now we're at 39% return. So on 100K, we're getting $39,000 a year. On $1 million, we're getting 390K a year on a simple cover call trade doing monthly. And that's your business. That is your business. You guys share the live. Give me some likes. Godric here, your stock market mentor. So you can do this with any stock that has great volume, that has an option chain, that has a high option chain, it has a hot option chain, which in this case, NVIDIA does. So you can't do it with any stock. Just, I'm going to say, great stocks. A lot of stocks don't even have an option chain. A lot of stocks don't have the volume you need. So there is criteria. But NVIDIA being a beast that it is, it's hot, it's going up, just had a 10-for-1 stock split, probably continue to go up. Jump on these cover calls. And what are you doing? You're making monthly income to do what? To retire into the stock market. That's what we're doing. Retire your ass into the stock market. Say bye-bye to your job. Put your money in some stocks. Make your investment. Make your business work for you. Okay? I like doing monthly, but people do weeklies. People do bi-monthlies, yearly cover calls. I don't care. I'm showing you the monthly because that's easy. Because what? Your bills come monthly. So let's take 12K. Buy 100 shares in NVIDIA, right? 12,179. And we're getting $394. I'm sorry. That's not right. $480 a month. Okay? A month. And that's going to pay what? $480 can pay your light bill, your food, right? Maybe your car note. If you wrote the 126 cover call, you're going to get 520, right? And that's 4.26% return. $520, that might pay, I don't know, well, shit, it would pay pay for your Netflix, Starbucks, odds and ends. But also probably pay one of your big bills, electrical, maybe water and power, maybe your cell phone bill. So we're building our portfolio to do cover calls, to pay our monthly bills, to retire into the stock market. That's what I teach. And like I said, we do 10 cover calls a year. In this case, let's say about 4% return, about 40% return. But here's the thing. It's not going to be that easy. Because why? A few things are going to happen. When we buy the shares at 122 and write the cover call for 127 or 126, we're agreeing to sell those shares at 126, 127, which is great because it's higher. We're agreeing to sell it for more, which is great. But sometimes the stock will go down, so we're going to lose money on the shares. Let's say go down to 120, 115, right? It'll happen. Still, what? We write the next cover call for next month. That's the rule. Just keep writing cover calls. Ideally, the stock maintains price. You want to get a stock that maintains price. Don't get a stock that has a huge roller coaster ride. You want to get a 3-year, 5-year chart, 10-year chart that has a good upwards trend. Apple, Netflix, Starbucks is okay. NVIDIA, AMD. Even the stock like Palo Alto Networks, PANW. GoDaddy has a cover call, but GoDaddy doesn't have the volume that I like. So to each his own. So if you're getting 40% return on the covered calls a year, it'll probably be around 30% return total, because sometimes the stock will go down, sometimes the stock will go higher, and then you have to, the shares sell, have to buy your shares back for higher, so there's a cost in paying more to get the shares back. But you got to do these trades to learn the trade and to get experience. You got to do these trades, and then you'll see that you have a business. I like NVIDIA, I like the volume, I like how hot it is. I think it'll keep going. They can probably blow out Apple for the #1 company market cap. That's my projection for 1 year, till 2025. We will see. Let me share with you other stocks I like. You can write them down. I have 10. I call it a core 10. Why? Because I want you guys to focus on 10 stocks. Learn those stocks well. Get behind them. Get 10 stocks you can really get behind. Learn about, follow, get familiar with, get comfortable trading. And that's because you don't have to get comfortable or learn about 1,000 stocks or 4,000 stocks. You want to focus on 10. I call it the core 10. Okay, here we go. Apple, AAPL. Starbucks, SBUX. Whitehorse Financial, WHF. Netflix, NFLX. Tesla, TSLA. The Q's, QQQ. And the QQQ is not really a stock, but it's a ETF that holds 100 NASDAQ stocks, mostly tech. So QQQ. MO, which is a dividend stock, Philip Morris, MO. Altria, actually. And then AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. 2 more. NVIDIA, NVDA. And last one, Chipotle, CMG. Now, NVIDIA split 10-for-1 today, so I think it's going to just keep going up for now. Chipotle is going to split on the 18th, June 18th. And that's 3,200. Split 50-for-1, so it'll be split to like 62, around there. So come June 18th, $3,000 share price Chipotle is going to split to about 62, 63. And then you could do a cover call for only $6,000. Chipotle is only paying around 2.5%, 3%. But hey, 3% is 3%. You know, it's not NVIDIA, but it's Chipotle. Chipotle, you know, is poised for massive growth because they're going to open like 500 more stores. So that's going to be a huge growth right there. So like a $3,000 share price might go to $6,000 or $9,000 if you include the split to $50 or $60 times 3, $180. So a lot of growth happening in Chipotle. So CMG. So once again, Apple, Starbucks, Whitehorse Financial, which is a dividend. Netflix, Tesla, Q's, QQQ, MO, AMD, NVIDIA, and Chipotle. Those are my top 10. That's the magic for tonight. I'm giving you my top picks. They're good for about a year. I generally rotate them out every 6 or 9 months, but I try to stick with them if I can. Heavy volume, a lot of hotness, a lot of profits. I don't like to be in stocks that lose money. Great cover call. A lot of them have good cover calls. Let me show you Tesla. Let's do Tesla. Tesla's been kind of underperforming. It was just over 200. Now it's down to 170. Here, let me pull it up. Tesla down to 173.95. I think it's good because it's down. I mean, it's not at a high, it's like at a low right now. So I think it'll probably creep back up. And what has a great cover call? Tesla Incorporated designs, develops, manufactures leases and sells electric vehicles and energy generation and storage systems in the United States, China, and internationally. The company operates in 2 segments: automotive and energy generation and storage. Okay, so Tesla's going to take a little more money. 173 means 17K. 17K 400. All right, get 100 shares. Watch this. Pull up the option chain. And I'm going to go out to next month, July. Get your 17K ready. Here we go. So the share price is 174, okay? So we're going to write the 175, 180, 185. Let's do the 185. Why? Because that gives you share growth, 185. The 180 is tempting, actually. Okay, so Tesla, buy here for 173.95, and then July, call 180 is $965. Okay, it's $1,000 for your Tesla right there, almost. And then the 185 is 780. Either one is good. If you have 200 shares, I would do one of each, but let's just do the 180 because that pays more premium, and we agree to sell our shares higher, which is, let's say, 174 today. 180 will be 6 points higher, so you can get $600 on the share growth. 6 points, and then let's do the math. Okay, here we go. Ready? Get your journals out. I'm trying to retire you into the stock market, so pay attention. All right, $9.65 per Tesla share, cover call for July. That's at the 180 strike, okay? Divided by the share price of 173.95. 5.5% return. Ooh, wow. Even more than NVDA. Holy cow. Look at that business. 5% return 10 times a year, 55% return. Even if it drops in price, you'll probably get a 40% return. 100K gives you 40K a year. A million gives you 400K a year. Dude, you don't got $1 million to invest? You know what I always say? Sell all the shit in your garage, man. Just sell all your shit. Like, put your money in stocks. Look at this. Tesla's not the greatest company, but they are the #1 electric vehicle company. So it's not like they're just going to go somewhere. Elon is my boy. He's a boss, right? So, yeah, you're borrowing from your shares for the future. You do it every month, and you get paid. You don't gotta pay this back. It's just you're selling the option life. You're renting your stock. You're giving away your upside for a predetermined amount of money every month. A lot of different ways to explain it. Cover call, probably the best trade in the stock market. 5.5% for Tesla. Ooh, that's hard to beat. Even if you sold the 185, which gives you great share growth, because look at this. Buy the shares for 174 today. Sell, write the 185 cover call for next month for five weeks, July. That's 11 points of share growth. Still, you get 780 premium. $780. 780 divided by let's say 174, close enough. 4.4% return. 4.48. That's 44% return a year. I'm giving you times 10 because why? Because you got 2 months to kind of play with it. We're on a 5 weeks, so maybe if you do monthly exactly, it'll be like 4.2 or something, So I always do like a times 10. Just do 10 good cover calls a year. That's your business. Continue, repeat. I don't see how you can lose. I mean, the stock can go south. I mean, let's say the stock goes south. So let's say we get 50% return on cover calls. The stock goes down 25%. We're still up 25%. 250K on $1 million. I'm not going to get mad at you. I mean, even $780. Look, you got a 17K investment. You write the cover call for 180 for next month. You're going to get $965. $965, I can pay some mortgages. I can pay like, that's spending money right there, right? Bring your wife home from working, okay? And even at $780, I mean, $780 a month for this business, for this 17K business, $780 a month. That's on the 185 cover call. Dude, like, you're not writing this down? Look, this is how millionaires stay rich, okay? They're not teaching you this in school. So listen up. Write it down. Cover call strategy. Don't make it complicated, okay? You buy 100 shares, write the cover call for next month, add some share growth. That means out of the money, okay? I'm going to do one more for you, and then we're going to call it a night because I want to explode your brain, okay? Who likes... I'm just going to go on a limb. I'm going to give you guys one that is for beginners, for novices. There's a little bit of risk in it. But it's not one of my top 10 stocks because I have better standards. But you got to start somewhere. So I'm going to say Palantir, okay? PLTR. Now here's for your newbie novices that don't have a lot of money. I'm going to hook you up tonight, okay? Here's your investment in the stock market. Buy 100 shares of Palantir. You don't have a stock market account. Open up with Schwab. They just bought TD Ameritrade. Or they merged. PLTR. Okay, look, put $2K in your account. $23.10 a share. 2310 times 100 shares is $2,300. 100 shares of Palantir. And then what? Write the cover call for July. It's June. Write July. It's July, write August. August, write September. Okay? Here we go. Pull up the option chain. Watch this. It's going to blow your mind, bro. If you buy here at 23.10 and you sell the 25, you're right, for July, $0.58, not enough. 24. We're gonna write the 24 cover call, 88 cents. It says 88 by 92. I'm gonna give you a trick. If it says 88 by 92, that's a bid and ask. I want you to do a limit order. Instead of doing market order, I want us to do a limit order of 2 cents higher. So if it says bid 88 and it says ask 92 when you do your cover call, put limit minus 1, if you one contract, at 90. So you're doing it 2 cents more. It's gonna get you $90. So your 2K investment will get you $90 a month. Hey, gotta start somewhere. This is like, if you don't got 2K laying around somewhere, I gotta say, sell all this shit in your garage. Eventually you'll have 4K, and then you can do 200 shares of Palantir, 6K, 8K. Okay, so now let's do the math. Get your calculators. You're making 90 cents. Even if you, I'm gonna say 88 cents because that's the bid. But let's say you do market order. 88 cents, that's $88. 88 cents divided by the share price of $23.10. What's your return? What's your return on investment? 3.8% return. Not bad. I'm not mad at you. That's 38% a year, probably 30%. It's Palantir. I mean, should I read it? Let me read Palantir. Palantir Technologies Incorporated builds and deploys software platforms for the intelligence community to assist in counterterrorism investigations and operations in the United States, United Kingdom, and internationally. So it's military, right? They get military contracts, so they're not going anywhere. There's your small investment, which could become a big investment. I like Tesla better. I like NVDA better as far as the stock. Tesla pays more. Palantir pays a little bit less, but it's cheaper. What do you want for 2K? Guys, I appreciate you. I was talking to NVIDIA. NVIDIA is my number one right now. Should check out DNUT. You know what? Come back next Monday. I'm going to check out DNUT for you. I'll tell you what I think. But when I tell you what I think, Don't be upset if I tell you it's trash. I'm just going to give you my option, my honest opinion. Thoughts on GME. GME. GameStop. Roaring Kitty. It'll probably go higher. You know, GME is not a great profitable stock. It's just barely surviving. It's like one of those stocks you got to love it or hate it, you know. I mean, eventually, you know, GameStop might go the way of the dodo bird because they're relying on selling PlayStations and these games, which are slowly being replaced by stream. Okay, the hardware is being replaced by stream. So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. But I think the $23 GameStop today will probably go higher. Okay. You know what? Just do some advice before we end. Appreciate you. Give me some likes, give me some follows. I'm going to come Monday night to do your stock market mentoring. Best thing about cover calls is benefiting from the variance premium. Yes. Amen, brother. Cheap or expensive? You tell me. Options cheaper. If the options are expensive, you write the options or you sell them, right? If their options are expensive, it's expensive to buy them. So instead of buying the option, you can buy the shares and write the option. You get paid for that expense. So yeah, that's a cover call. Who is going to carry the boat? Hey, I'll meet you at the boat. Dude, if you can do these trades, you can get, you know, a couple million in your account and do these trades, 200, 300, 400K a year. I will meet you at the boat in the Caymans, my friend. I will be there. Will you be there? All right. Okay, that's all the questions for now. You guys, thank you. I'm going to wrap it up. I will be back Monday night next week. Message me, follow, don't hold Jimmy. Yeah, I know, right? Going to go down. Not stock market advice. Actually, it is stock market advice. Not financial advice. I don't know your personal agenda. I can tell you how to do a cover call, but I can't give you financial advice. All right, guys. Anything else before we wrap? Appreciate you. Give me a follow. Send me a DM. I'll try to answer the questions the best I can. Be back next Monday. I gave you my top 10 stocks. We talked about cover calls for Palantir, cover calls for NVDA, and cover calls for Tesla. We talked a little bit about why to do a core 10, why cover calls are great, and why volume's good. Go with volume, look for volume. Write contracts on GMA. Tell you what, I will look into GMA. GIMA. Thank you. See you next Monday. God drink out.